Yo, what's up everybody? In today's video, I'm gonna show you how to mix and balance a whole beat from scratch. I also made the beat from scratch. Just look in the timestamps if you want to skip ahead, but I go mad in depth. There's a free template for y'all. If you don't have a template, get that one. That shit's fire. But yeah, I hope y'all enjoy the video. So I was just streaming for like 2 hours and I was like, let me just make a video, teach these niggas how to do this. We'll make a Latin trap beat today. For that, we'll go probably like 98 BPM. So first things first, if you're using keys or pads or anything like that, you want to remove the low end, which is like 200 to 0. I'd be just leaving it like around here. It doesn't matter, like you can tweak it to each individual instrument you're using. But anyways, let's get into this. Let's do G sharp. You could turn this on. This will help you a lot. Just keep you tempo. Actually, I'm gonna go minor, since it's better for line trap and shit. Let's leave that for now. We could change it later. So I'm gonna add a little pad for some atmosphere right now. We'll keep it mad simple like that. We're 2 instruments deep and let's do some balancing. So we could solo the first one, which is the piano. I'm gonna get right into the pro sauce. So what you want to do always is position that motherfucker in the beat, so you choose your headspace wisely. So we're gonna use this knob, which is panning left and right, and normally you wouldn't think to use this, but it's actually a really good tool to place it in the mix correctly. So I want this shit a little left. So this sounds a lot left. Like that's good. And you can make it a little stereo so it sounds a little bit wider in the mix. Let me show you what it sounds like, mono and stereo. That's stereo, that's mono. You don't want to go too crazy with it though. And so that's just positioning it in the mix. I'll go a little less. Now you want the volume. So what a lot of people do is just make everything loud as fuck and you assume it'll make the master louder, but what that does is just drown out sounds. So what you want to do is really get it tight, balanced, and in its own like place in the mix. That's how you get like it to sound actually good. So I'll show you how to do that. You see it's hitting like 15 to 12 or minus 15 to 12. Instruments, you want them to hit like anywhere from like 27 to at most 18. So we'll lower this. And actually what I like to do on keys is just add a compressor and just remove like at most like 3 to 5 decibels. So that's good, right? Or what you could do, if you want your pluck or key to hit harder, you could like take a fruity compressor, turn the attack up to like 20 something, 20 to 36, and compress it just like 3 dB. And you know it's 3 dB because as you can see in the top left, this is around 2. 2 is fine as well. You could even give it a little more gain to squish it in there. And I like my pianos hitting at like 21. I'll see what I'm saying. Alright, so now we're gonna do the same with the other one. And we're gonna pan that a little bit to the right, right? Because we did the keys to the left. So this one we're gonna do a little to the right. Not that much. You see it's only 10%. This was 8. You see how good that sounds in the stereo? You don't want to overdo it at the same time. And we'll put a little compression on this. We'll do even less on this one. You see, it's only 2. I like using EQs on everything to just shape it. So find a frequency you really like and just give it like 2 to 4 dB. And that'll help it cut through the mix. Let's do the same with this one. Let's remove that low end so it doesn't make our mix muddy. Give it 3 dB right there. I'll teach y'all how to use a send real quick. So it's just a mixer track, which you click on here, activate it, turn the reverb. I already have like a pre-made one. This is the template. You want to control the volume with this, so just add a little reverb like that. And this is routed to the final bus. It's not going to the master or the vocal sidechain. It'll bypass that. And again, I'll teach y'all in the next video. I just don't want to go into that right now. Alright, y'all see this sounds good now. Let me just turn on this Maximus to get this louder. Y'all see how you should be balancing throughout your entire beat making process. It's not something you just do at the beginning. You could just do it at the end if you want to, but you will save a lot of time doing it while you add shit. So let's just add one more instrument. Let's do some free shit. In case y'all don't have plugins and shit, let's just do flex. Alright, that sounds pretty good. So let's just do everything we just did to this same shit right here. Oops. And I can already hear I'm gonna remove some of this harshness, so I boosted this up a little more than usual. That's good right there. Alright, let's add a little reverb. And let's go straight into drums now. So the hi-hat pattern for this is a little different. If y'all have listened to like Brian Miles or anything like that, then y'all know what's going on. If not, I'm about to put y'all on. Y'all get the bounce. It's like tss, 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 tss. And let me show y'all just a quick hi-hat trick. Just pan these to the left and right and it'll sound more interesting. So like that. And what you could also do is just lower the first one, the volume. You know what I'm saying? You also want to balance the drums, of course. I like my hi-hats hitting at like 18 to 15. Maybe lower it a little bit. That sounds good right there. 21 to 18. What you could also do if you wanted, this is a S tier trick as well. Increase the attack of the compressor to like 15 and then compress. What that'll do is the initial like the initial tick will not be compressed, but the rest of it will. This is the difference if you didn't do that. You see how much sharper it is with attack? Like 15 seconds is fine. Let's get into the clap. And let's add a little clap roll. Select them all, click the velocity, and make it like a staircase. And also include the pan. It'll make it even cooler. Y'all heard that shit. Hey, you don't want your shit to sound just the same, like copy the exact same shit over. Like you saw, even just moving, changing that one made a huge difference. Usually I'd be going crazy, I ain't gonna lie. But for today, we just finna do it simple like that. But if you listen to like Purple Petunia, I went crazy with the hi-hats on that. Put mad delays and shit on it. Let's do the 808 now and just close off. So on the 808, what you want to do, set that bitch to mono. I ain't gonna lie, just all the way to the right. I mean, I guess you could do like half, just listen to what sounds good. But if you want your shit to like bust on speakers, you want that shit in mono. My bus is already mono, the 808 bus, so I really don't need to do it again. But y'all's template is obviously not like this from the beginning. What you could do is have a plugin like this and just set everything below like 80-90 hertz mono. Alright, let's do an 808 pattern now. Yo, that sounds crazy. Always save your shit too. You do not want to like make the fire shit in your whole life and then lose it all to a crash. I need to go soon, so let's finish up right here. I'll take y'all through the mix and master chain real quick and we done. And let's do some quick arrangement real quick. Split by channel, drag all y'all shit like this. Boom, boom, boom. Go like that. Delete all the drums. What you could do is go like that. I play that. Let's keep going with the master chain. So first shit you got on here, EQ. Just take out some 200, 300 to 400 hertz. Take out like 1 dB. If your shit's muddy, if it sounds perfect, fine. Don't do that. But I have extra decibel at 16K, which if you want to add high end, add it anywhere from 10 to 20K. It'll sound good depending on if you're just doing the beat. I'd recommend adding it at like probably like 20K, which we are just doing the beat, so let's add it at 20. Let's add it at 18. Like 16 to 18 is good. So this one is just everything below 30 hertz and 18K, above 18K is cut because that's basically mud and harshness on this side. So next we're gonna do multi-band comp, which is just like a compressor across 4 bands. Basically like low end, mid, and high. Let me do the stock one with my preset. So on the 808 we have the attack set to 38. That's the same principles as the shit I taught you earlier with the hi-hats. You don't want it to compress when it actually hits, but you want that like tail of it to be compressed. The release is at 270 seconds, so it clamps down on that like mud-ish like end tail it has. Threshold, these will all be dependent on your own specific beat, so just fuck around with it until you like it. I wouldn't recommend doing too much though on this compressor, especially because even like even like 8 dB is a lot on this compressor. Every compressor is different though. If you want it more punchy, do a little less. Don't go too crazy on it though. Remember, we're striving for balance, not loudness on every individual instrument. And this is a low saturation with Maximus. You could honestly just copy my shit right here. Boom. You see how much of a difference that makes. And I'm gonna make a whole video on this anyways, like specifically for the mix and masters. So we just blowing through this, I ain't gonna lie. Default settings, soft clipper. These we can ignore. This is just extra in case I wanted to compress it and EQ it more. But next up we have this coloring, which it just makes it sound really good. I'll let y'all hear it. Shit just sounds punchy and like tight. Pause. But yeah, this is a free plugin. Go get that shit if you want it. This is a SSL EQ. It's a mag. It's doing nothing on here. It's just adding air. So it's the exact same as me going like this. Not the exact same. It has a different algorithm, of course, but it's the same principle. And lastly, this is mostly when you have vocals on it, but your vocal usually will really shine if you add a little bit of saturation. You could copy these specific settings for the EQ on the saturation. So the saturation will only apply to this range. And this is a T-Saturator. It's a free plugin. Y'all should definitely go get that shit. The whole purpose of this video was to teach y'all how to position your beat perfectly and tightly in the mix, so we don't have to use a plugin like this, which is a stereo imager. I'll show y'all what it does real quick in case you don't know. You see, we skipped the whole needing to use a stereo imager / widener process because we did it individually. We positioned everything perfectly and beautifully in the mix so it sits perfectly. We're basically done. Last thing you want is another soft clipper so you don't get like bad distortion, and a limiter. I have Pro L at -1. What you could do is just use Fruity Limiter and go down about 1.5 to 2 dB right here. Just setting it to 1 dB won't remove as much as we want. This is a free plugin called Lean Loudness Analyzer. I'll link all of these in the description, by the way. It basically shows you your LUFS. This is if you want to publish it to Spotify or SoundCloud or something like that, and YouTube. And let's just see what we get on here. As you can see, this right here says -8 or 0.8. That means we need to reduce a little more on here. So we'll do -2. But you see, these are pretty good numbers right here. This, you kind of want it at like 2. This is just like how your song varies over time. But if I had vocals and automations and shit, it'll go up. -14 LUFS is pretty good. That's what Spotify requires. And even if you go lower than that, it'll just compress it so to make it less loud, so it hits -14. But you saw the way I taught y'all how to mix it, we're already at -14. If you wanted to, you can make it a little louder. Just like raise the volume maybe on your buses, or just add a plugin like LoudMax. Let me see if I have it. Yeah, I have it on this computer. It basically just makes shit louder. Alright, but y'all see how I made it. LUFFS just makes everything louder. I highly recommend. But we got good numbers right here, and that basically brings us to the end of the video. By the way, do keep the same order of these plugins. But yeah, I hope y'all enjoyed. Just use, you don't have to follow exactly what I did in this video, but just use these principles to make your own shit. You know what I'm saying? And don't steal my sauce, please.